What's going on, y'all, Nick? Yo, I'm coming to you with another video. So, guys, I'm not gonna be long here, but you see the thumbnail, you see the title. Trump tariffs take effect. China retaliates, and what that means for XRP, Bitcoin, and altcoin season as a whole. All right. So we have a lot to actually go through. Um, so let's just get right into it. All right, yeah. So you can see behind me. Let me show you guys. What's it looking like? Uh, pretty fair. There's some companies that's doing well. I mean, if we were to go look into Bitcoin, Bitcoin is sitting right below the 100,000 mark, which is all right. I would like to think that it's gonna be probably above 100,000 by the end of the week. So I don't think there's anything really to be concerned about. I've been telling you guys about XCN for a while. You can see that XCN has rebounded pretty good. It's actually sitting at 0.031. So that's a nice recovery. And, that's what you want to see, right? Whenever anything goes crazy, hyperbolic or parabolic, excuse me, you want to see some corrections, right? Obviously, many of us would love for these coins to just continue to rise up into, eternity, but that's just not the reality, right? It's gonna take some time, and slow and steady wins the race, y'all. But let's actually go into some of the other things that's taking place. All right, so let me show you my screen real quick, and you're gonna see. Let me present it for you. Um, you're gonna see that yesterday I was explaining, and I don't know. Can you guys actually see that? Let me see if you guys can see that. But yesterday I was explaining to you all how Mexico had pretty much backed down. There was a 30-day extension regarding Mexico and the tariffs that would be imposed on them. And also, furthermore, um, what they were going to meet up with Canada, Trudeau, afterwards, right? So you're gonna see what takes place in this video right here. Let me actually read it for you all. But you can see Trump agrees to pause tariffs on Canada and Mexico. All right. So that's a big win for us, y'all, after they pledged to boost border enforcement. And, this is a big win because even outside of crypto, what that means for the overall economy as a whole, that's going to be extremely good, right? So let's actually see what Trump had to say. Let me play this for y'all.
In America, we tend to pursue longevity by looking for pills or supplements or superfoods. But
on Canada, when you talk to Justin Trudeau again, is there anything he can give you at 3 p.m. when you talk again to also
I don't know.
Pause,
I don't know.
like you said with Mexico?
I don't know. We have big deficits with Canada, like we do with all countries. I mean, I look at some of the deals made, I say, who the hell made these deals are so bad? But with Canada, I have a talk with him, and you maybe know or maybe not. We're going to meet again or talk again at 3 o'clock, right after my next meeting, and we'll see what happens. I can't tell you what's going to happen.
You mentioned that he could agree to on the tariffs.
Well, we can always look. What I'd like to see Canada become our 51st state. We give them protection, military protection. We don't need them to build.
And shout out to Off Grid Victory, because I know he's mentioned this before in the chats, but there's definitely talks about Canada being the, as he mentioned, the 51st state, and they've been pushing that. I don't know if that's going to actually go through, but let's see what takes place out. So let me just rewind that just a bit.
We don't need them to build our cars. I'd rather see Detroit or South Carolina or any one of our Tennessee, any one of our states build the cars. They could do it very easily. We don't need them for the cars. We don't need them for lumber. We don't need them for anything. I had a great talk with Mexico, but we have to stop fentanyl from coming in, whether I like somebody or not, and we have to stop the illegal aliens from coming in. I think we've lost 200,000 people on average a year for many years, much higher than the 100,000. Could be even closer to 300,000. And they've agreed to put in 10,000 soldiers permanently, like forever, 10,000 soldiers at their side of the border, and stop fentanyl and illegal aliens from coming into our country. They have a big incentive to do. Other than that, we've agreed to talk and consider various other things.
And you know, guys, I know many of you probably looking at it like, you know, I personally don't deal with drugs. This doesn't deal, you know, really concern me. You just want the tariffs to be over. But you know, there is a, you know, practicality behind this. If you're looking outside of just yourself, right? You know, if there are more drugs in the nation, you know, that's not good, right? We talking about, even from a socio-economic standpoint, you know, those drugs is going to definitely hit the minority groups the most. There's going to be more violence, more gang activity, things of that sort. And so I know many people are against it, which I am too. I'm against the tariffs. I don't want a trade war to, you know, enact. But at the end of the day, I mean, I see why Trump is trying to do it. And I'm glad that Mexico and Canada have chosen to back off. However, I mean, hey, you know, China, we're going to see what China ends up doing, all right? Because he's going to meet up with China afterwards. Check this out.
We haven't agreed on tariffs yet, and maybe we will, maybe we won't. China will be speaking to China probably over the next 24 hours.
So you can see that's what took place over there concerning Mexico and Canada. So now let's actually go back and bear with me, y'all, as I found you this new article where it talks about what China did. All right, so can you guys actually see this? Let me actually enlarging the screen for y'all. But you can see here, live update as Trump tariffs take. Now, this is only 25 minutes ago, so this is hot off the press, y'all. As Trump tariffs take effect, China retaliates with trade measures against the U.S. All right, Beijing hit back after being subjected to levies by President Trump, who was expected to speak later Tuesday with Chinese officials. Mexico and Canada struck short-term deals to avert U.S. tariffs. All right. So again, it's been postponed for about 30 days. Now, here are the latest developments. Moments after President Trump's 10% tariff on all Chinese products took effect just after midnight, Beijing struck back with tariffs on U.S. coal, gas, and other goods, restrictions on export of some minerals, and an anti-monopoly investigation into Google. Peter Navarro, Mr. Trump's trade advisor, said the president was set to speak with Chinese officials later Tuesday about the dueling tariffs, which have sparked fears of a trade war between the world's two biggest economies. So I think this is actually expected, considering, you know, China, they definitely aren't no pushovers, y'all. You know, China is, again, it's the second largest economy. We owe China, I think, trillions of dollars, y'all. So definitely, we could try to flex our muscles, but China, you know, as you can see, they're not having it, right? The Trump administration had planned to hit America's three largest trading partners, Canada, Mexico, and China, with tariffs on Tuesday, despite warnings from economists that this could fuel inflation and damage the global economy. But Mexico and Canada struck last-minute deals, okay, on border security and fentanyl that secured a 30-day pause on the 25% tariff against products from those countries. Mr. Trump, who previously said he planned to speak with China's leader, Xi Jinping, right, has accused China of failing to do enough against fentanyl, all right, and has shown his willingness. Now, put it in the comment section down below. I would like to know what you guys believe. Do you guys believe that we should actually impose the tariffs on China so that we could control the fentanyl? Please let me know in the comments section down below. And also hit that like button. We're not going to be here too long, but let's check this out. Has accused China of failing to do enough against fentanyl and has shown his willingness to use tariffs as leverage. China said that it opposes tariffs and that any issue should be resolved through dialogue. All right. So they like, yo, if you really want to oppose the fentanyl, right, just have a conversation. You don't got to put no tariffs, right? Here's what else to know. Market reacts. The S&P 500 nudged higher in early trading in the United States after stock markets in Asia recovered from their drop a day earlier. But the threat of a trade war still hovered over European markets, which were mixed. Now, this gets to another point, but I really want to point out this to you guys, right? Because I had a video that I made real late last night. It was more so for motivation, but you guys, you know, with all the rumors concerning the trade wars and things of that sort, we saw the markets plummet significantly last week Friday, right? I believe that was the 31st of January. And you guys, as I was telling you guys, keep your composure, right? Don't lose your cool. Don't just sell off all that you have. And at the most, maybe you could put like a stop limit, just so that you don't lose too much. But for the most part, I was really advocating for you not to lose your cool and just hold on to whatever investments you guys have. And just like I predicted, Monday, a lot of the investments, cryptocurrencies, even stocks, have went back up. Now, I will say this, though. This was actually a sell. Listen to what I'm telling you guys. You see, this is nothing more than manipulation from these major corporations and things of that sort. Now, are the tariffs sincere? They probably are, but best believe there are a bunch of major corporations that as everybody was selling off, they were buying at the dip, which is what I've been telling you guys to do, right? Buy at the dip and let it rip. These big companies have done it. And best believe they don't have no incentive for you as the general consumer. They don't have no need for any of us to really own any of these cryptocurrencies. But the cryptocurrencies are going to be the future. I read to you guys yesterday that they're already working on Litecoin and Ethereum ETFs, right? They're working on these things already behind the scenes, y'all. So these banks are really bullish on crypto, and this is why you probably hear a bunch of people talking about XRP all over the place. XRP, right? And XRP. I still think it has a good opportunity to get its run, right? But the point being is that you guys don't get scared, all right? Now, in that video that I posted last night, I showed you how, because we bought at the right time, my wife literally invested in NVIDIA stock. And just like I said, right, because stocks opened up on Monday, they closed Friday, all the fear where people are just selling off, and lo and behold, NVIDIA just doubled. So my wife was able to, pretty much double the amount that she put in, all because why? When people fear, they're gonna just sell off. But that was a perfect opportunity for many of you to buy, right? So anyway, you guys, in moments like that, obviously try to reap your rewards. Try to you can leave some in, but definitely try to withdraw some of your profits, right? Anyway, I'm not gonna be here too long, as I said. But you guys, please take note, all right? Don't get flustered. Don't lose your cool, all right? Also, there's a lot of altcoins out there, all right? If you guys are interested in it, right? Because again, we have Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is one thing, right? We all know that's the granddaddy of these cryptos, right? But if you're getting in Bitcoin, I'm gonna put you on game. Guess what, y'all? It's already at 100,000 plus, right? Somewhat. So how much gains can you get from Bitcoin in this daytime and hour that we're living in? Not much, y'all. Not much, right? So this is the reason why you gotta learn some of these alternative coins. That's why that's the term altcoin, right? And these other coins, that's your best way for you to you can get what we talking about, what 5x, 8x, 10x your income, right? I'm being serious, y'all. I'm being serious. And we saw what took place with XCN. Look at the numbers. Look at that. If anybody had caught XCN around this time, they probably, you know what I'm saying? All just like that. I'm telling you, these other coins. But anyway, what's my point? I'm gonna land the plane by saying this: if you guys are interested in knowing, what to invest in, right? Some of these alternative coins, you guys, I'm only gonna share that information if you put down in the chat, right? You gotta put down in the chat. Let me see what word I want to use. Make me money. All right. Write that term in the chat. If you made it this far, make me money. If you actually want to know what alternative coins you can actually invest in outside of just the big names like XRP and Bitcoin, right? We all hear that. But I'm only going to share that information if you write in the chat, make me money, so I know that you actually made it this far in the video. Anyway, I'm not going to be here that long, like I said. You get what I'm saying? Guys, be smart investors. And that being said, Nick over and out. The message sent. Jesus is king, y'all. Shalom, shalom.